Wow, I have so much to talk about. So first of all, sorry, I brought all my camera equipment over. I was over at Jessica's house, and I brought all my camera equipment over, but I was just exhausted. I was just so tired. So, you know, I'm gonna try to get an episode out on, you know, every Sunday. But it might not happen every Sunday. So Sunday, if I do ever take a break, it'll be on Sundays. So just keep that in mind. But taking that day off wasn't that bad, really, because there was so much that happened that I wouldn't have been able to talk about if I would have recorded. So we're talking about it today. First of all, happy Monday. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are, you know, staying safe and all that stuff. I'll talk about this thing in the background in a second. Don't worry. First of all, give me your guesses of what you think that is. I'll, you know, right now in the video, no skipping, no cheating. Let me know what you think that is in the background. Secondly, let's talk. Oh, jeez. Sorry, I'm real close to the tripod. Second of all, we can talk about this boy. He's like dying. I don't know what the hell's going on. It just says fulfill battles and not get any. You could get like one care mistake, but he is dropping fast. He's not that old. He is fat. I know, guys, but he's not that old, and I got enough battles for him, but he is not in good shape right now. Warumanzemon is also trying to kill himself at the moment. I put him on ice. He's on the, well, not, you know, I didn't kill him, but I got him in the fridge because I need your help. If you have a virus, send it over to me so that I can, you know, I can progress it. You know, feel free to DM me or put it in the general chat, I guess. And on my Discord, because I do need a virus code. So, speaking of codes and whatnot, Alpha Terminal just got a huge update. You can download it, provided by a link in the online Discord. And it's a pretty big update. So they added a few things. I actually haven't even installed it yet. But the things it added are the following. First of all, Pendulum, Digimon Pendulum OG versus original digital monsters. They're not grossly broken. It's a lot more fair now. 2, they added support for Southeast Asian devices. So that means the Neo, the D-Cyber has a bit more functionality now. The Pendulum Cycle, also the Pendulum Progress for a while was not compatible with a lot of devices. The newest Alpha Terminal apparently just completely fixes that, and now it's like 100% compatible with other devices. The Pendulum, there's something else about the Pendulum. They're adding cross prong compatibility. Sorry, that just took me 2 seconds to think of. So like, you know, let's move this out of the way. Let's say I got my big boy, my little boy, the DM. You know, this is obviously a 3-pronged device. This is a 2-pronged device. These can't connect physically, but if I were to scan a code from this, I could actually send this over to someone and they can fight it on their device. I don't know if that has been added or it's going to be added. Of course, while I want to talk about all this stuff, my PC is updating. Gotta love Windows sometimes, you know. But that's fine. We'll go straight over to Discord and read it off just so I got everything correct. It was a really long post. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. So, so first of all, it is required. You need the newest update if you're going to be participating in any future tournaments, so make sure you download it. Secondly, oh yeah, it's on Alpha Terminal's official website. You don't have to get it on the online Discord. I'll leave a link in the description down below. If I forget, please bug me so I can put it in there. So first of all, updated encryption method to prevent Discord from improperly interpreting characters, so you don't need to wrap the Digimon in backticks anymore. That's good. Mac OS and Linux support, so if you're on Linux and if you're on Mac, you can now officially use this, which is great. So yeah, Mac OS and Linux support, you can finally use it officially on Mac and Linux devices. And then Project Unison 1.0 is installed in this, and that's what I was talking about, where it's cross-prong. But there's also a couple of the more things, so I'll talk about that in a second. Support for US and Southeast Asian devices, so like Digivices and whatnot, they'll act accordingly like they're supposed to. And that's something I gotta get into another day because that's kind of complicated. The INO file has been updated, so you to the Arduino directly from the Android app. So Project Unison is an effort to further Digimon compatibility beyond what is normally possible. This first implementation will be able to receive a code from a Pendulum or any device that uses the Pendulum battle system and send that code directly to a device using the Digital Monster battle system. No manual conversion is required. This fixes two major issues. One, the Pendulum is no longer extremely powerful when facing the original Digital Monsters. The Pendulum Progress is also now compatible because the Progress originally was only compatible with like other Pendulums. Either the OG Pendulum, the OG Pendulum, or the Pendulum Progress. As such, effective immediately, the Pendulum Progress will no longer be banned from any tournament format, and this will be a much easier to use the Pendulum than before. No extra steps are required to use this feature, just make sure that you have selected your battle system type and alpha terminal, and the input code you input the code you receive. We will share a video demonstrating this feature at a later time. Future versions of the Project Unison. Okay, so that's Project Unison at its core right now. It is now, there's no future, like there's no like further translation that you have to do. The app automatically does it. You know, you scan a code from a Pendulum, you send it to someone, they can use it automatically. It's awesome. Project Unison in the future will include the following: Pendulum X to Digimon Pendulum, Pendulum X to Digital Monster compatibility. All of the three-pronged devices work on the Pendulum X framework, if that makes any sense, if you know what I'm talking about. Like, you know, all two-pronged devices at base work on two types of frameworks. It's the Pendulum or the original. So like, you know, if you hit other on the Pendulum 20th over here, so if I go to Pendulum, you know, there's the old one, and then other, that's original Digital Monsters. But on the Pendulum X, that pretty much is the basis of all three-pronged devices. Like, they all pretty much work on the Pendulum X framework. So that means that, again, like I said earlier, cross-prong compatibility. That's not out yet. That's what they're working on at the moment. Another thing is cross-compatibility with modern devices. So the other battle system is going to be completely obsolete when using online, which means I can set up a battle on here and set it up as, like, you know, Pendulum 20th, right? And I can send this code to someone else, and they can fight it on, like, the DMX, and they don't have to go to other. They can just go to DMX and set up the battle and everything, and they'll be able to fight. And Alpha Terminal will be able to determine who would win in that kind of battle, which is amazing. That's gonna really switch up a lot, honestly, just because, like, when you're fighting cross, you know, if I was doing a Pendulum 20th versus a DMX, we'd have to be using the other format, which means that these two are gonna register as Metal Mamemon. They're both gonna fight. It's essentially going to be either or. It's not exactly very extreme. It's not exciting at all. Fairly boring. But now that we have this set up, this is going to be able to fight the way it's supposed to. This is also going to be able to fight the way it's supposed to, and they can fight each other in that way online. That's going to make the future tournaments a lot cooler and a lot more fun. Another thing is modern battle systems to be used when battling older devices. So the ultimate goal is to allow you to use your device's primary battle system regardless of what it battles. So no matter what you're battling, you're using the, like, normal battle system, like the primary battle system. Like, if I'm using a Pendulum 20th, I can use that battle system against any device. If I'm using the DMX, I can use that battle system against any device. We do not have a time frame for meeting this goal, as all work is done as we get free time. But look out for these updates in the future, and I will of course be updating you all on when that stuff happens, which is hopefully soon. But yeah, that's nuts. Like, that's crazy. That's just so awesome. Once I get a hold of, like, how this all works I'm gonna try to make a video. I know, like, I try to make my videos as good and as concise as possible, but I don't think I'm usually the best at it. But, you know, I still will try, because it is good to have a video. I don't know who's making the video that they're going to be showing off on how to use all this stuff. But I'll also make one too, just so that, you know, you guys know what the hell I'm talking about and what the hell is going to be happening. Because I know a lot of people are joining the online community, and they want to battle, and getting around to how to use Alpha Terminal can be a little jarring, can be a little hard to get used to, but it's not impossible. It's fairly easy once you get the hang of it. So, yeah. This is awesome. I'm so surprised how quickly Alpha Terminal has been growing. Just because I remember when it was in, like, beta, and, like, people were all, like, really alpha, and people were, like, testing it. It's kind of crazy just to see, you know, now there's all this stuff happening. So huge shout out to the developers of Alpha Terminal, huge shout out to everyone else that's helping them, and huge shout out to you guys watching this right now, because if we weren't, you know, a community, if this community didn't exist, then this wouldn't be happening. So that's quite cool. Like, I'm very, very excited. One last thing I want to show off before I go, though. There is someone else in the community working on a, like, essentially their own Digivice helper, which is, the main goal is to help you, like, receive Copymon codes and unlock the special eggs on your devices. So, like, if you have a Digivice 20th, how to unlock your special egg on that device, or if you have, like, a Pen 20th, unlocking the Lalamon egg, unlocking the Alphamon egg, and stuff like that. Or on the DMX, unlocking stuff like the Area SP. So, they actually messaged me recently and asked me to use it, and I actually haven't yet. So I will be showing it off today on the website. A link to where to download this is definitely in the online Discord. And like I said, this is essentially a alternative to the Digivice helper for those of you that already own an ACOM or a DCOM and don't want to buy a Digivice helper just to use the app. Because that's the thing about the Digivice helper, you only get the app if you buy the actual device. You can't buy just the app from the sellers. So yeah, I'm going to be showing that off right now, so give me 1 second to set it up. Alright, awesome. So we have it all set up. It is called the Digimon Connection Tool. It, by default, is in Spanish. You can change over the language. Sorry, brain fart. In these settings. So first main thing they have set up is unlock eggs. That's the first thing that's here. You select your port, which should be whatever your actual device is connected to. The thing that the developer has told me is that this works with any COM device, so it can work with an ACOM and a DCOM, which is great. So we have unlock eggs, which is to send a copy, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copies, because that's what you need, 5 different, you know, unique Copymon to send over. You can also Jogress. So they have War Greymon, Blitz Greymon, Aegistramon, Slayer Dramon, Apollomon, Metal Garurumon, Crest Garurumon, Machine Dramon, Bridgemon, and Dianamon. And then on the Pendulum 20th, just an entire, this is kind of awesome actually, it's an entire database of all of the Digimon, which version they come from, what their attribute is, and what their power level is. That's actually pretty sick. And then Pendulum 20th, again, attribute, their family, their class, which is pretty nuts, and their power level. It doesn't seem like it's completely, done, but this is pretty much everything. This is actually really, really cool. So let's just get something like crazy. just to show it off, we'll send myself a Neo. Actually Blue Comon, because I play Blue Comon. So we've selected Blue Comon, we hit copy, and it on the bottom has a log which looks very similar to the Arduino IDE, which is what we used back in the day. Not even that long ago, but you know what I mean. It's what we used to use for connecting and whatnot. So it gives you like an update on what is happening. So we're gonna go to copy. We go to get. It's all set up. So let's see what happens when we connect it. All right, and we should be getting a Blue Comon. You should show a Blue Comon. Copy on, there he is. So let's see. Oh, that's weird. Usually it shows the Digimon. I could have swore it did. Maybe it doesn't on this one. Scroll over, and it's not going to be on this side. It's going to be on this side. Scroll over, and should be. Oh, that's strange. Blue Comon doesn't. It's all glitched up. Okay. That's a little weird. Let's try with Neo next. That was extremely strange. Let's try one more time. Oh, that's weird. Alright, well, I mean, these are the password copymon, so that's probably why this is all messing up. I've never tried to receive a password copymon through this method. So let's try again with something else. Let's send myself over a Lockmon, because that's something that's definitely on this device and whatnot. Look at that, it's all glitched up. That's crazy. I remember back in the day, Blue found like these, I think it was like 12 copymon code that are in here, not registered as an actual Digimon. It's all glitchy, but you can fight them and everything. It was nuts. I don't think we ever figured out what those actually were. Let's try this one more time again. This is gonna be Lopmon this time. And let's see what happens. Should work. That's what should happen. Alright. Here we go. There he is! A little Lopmon. So yeah, it works. That's pretty cool. So yeah, this is a pretty cool little thing. So if you do not own the Digivice Helper app, you can use this. This is currently only on PC. I think he said he was going to get it working on Mac very soon. Yeah, you can copy over literally any Digimon from the Pendulum 20th, the DM 20th. You can copy over specifically any Jawgrass Digimon you might need. And more specifically, the thing I think is the best is getting those 5 unique connections, because just connecting with someone online will give you one of them, but, you know, being able to do it real quick and by yourself is also, you know, a valid option. And one of the main reasons why I actually bought a Digivice Helper, because the Digivice Helper, I bought that well before online or any of that stuff was even a thing. So, yeah, that's really cool. So, huge shout out to Alex Jim, or Jhim, which is their handle on Discord. So, huge shout out to them. This episode has gone on long enough, if you ask me. So, sadly, we're capping it off here. But that little thing that I asked you guys to guess on, we'll get into that tomorrow, and we'll get into, you know, some stuff that I bought over the weekend. Alright? Sound good? I think that sounds good. I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, guys. Thanks to my patrons. Huge shout out to them. Casey Joe's, Omega Scourge, you guys are the best. Thank you so much. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go. It's super hot. I'm gonna open my door, turn my fan on, and try to cool off, because whew, I am hot. Bye. Peace.